You used me. You used my flu. You desecrated all of my work. You disrespected science. What the hell did you put in that vaccine?
The Pfizer vaccine is contaminated with plasmid DNA. It's not just mRNA. It's got bits of DNA in it.
He created a flu that sparked the demand for a vaccine that doesn't work. After everyone in the country is vaccinated.
And the world?
Normalcy only returns when we've largely vaccinated the entire global population.
How much evil do you have to do good?
This DNA can and likely will integrate into the genomic DNA of cells that got transfected with the vaccine mix.
I knew it. I knew it. He created a panic and now everybody's begging for the vaccine.
No. Demanding it with all the entitlement of a first world country.
A majority of Americans expect a vaccine to be available within 2 months, and 65% of those polled are eager to take the vaccine, even if it's experimental.
Yes. And now we have exactly what we want. Hundreds of millions of Americans lining up, offering us their arms, and letting us give them our creation.
I'm pretty sure when every vaccinated person starts dying, they'll trace it back to undetectable virus or not.
Tell me this. What have you done today to earn your place in this crowded world? Exactly. Everything I do is a cure for our current situation. We intend to stop human reproduction for 3 generations.
So remember that medicine that many people were supposed to take, were obliged to take, mandated to take, or else they'd lose their jobs? You know the medicine I'm talking about. Something horrifying is happening. More people are dying, and fewer children are being born.
The busy, endless global assembly line of babies will grind to a halt.
You're sterilizing people?
Uh-huh. In the first 5 years, we'll start to see major birth rate declines as teenagers vaccinated today hit their childbearing years.
Australia's fertility rate is near historic lows and falling fast. The number of babies per woman is generally 2.1 just for a stable population, but Australia is currently 1.7, similar in most developed nations, and in South Korea a mere 0.8. Globally it's 2.3, falling from 5.3 in 1963.
You're controlling the future of human civilization.
Is that what they're calling it? It's a very nice euphemism for a species that has replicated like a contagion across the planet, killing all other species in its wake.
You hate people that much?
On the contrary, I love people.
Then how? Why would you?
Doing what our government or citizenry is too spoiled or self-indulgent to do. We are saving ourselves from ourselves.
Halting overpopulation.
Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
100 years ago, the global population was 1.7 billion. 2011, it reached
7 billion.
Here we can see a chart that looks at the total world population over the last several hundred years. And at first glance, this is a bit scary.
People live too long, die less often, fuck too much, shit out babies like...
In 2050, they say it's going to plateau.
We'll blow past 11 billion and then slowly begin to decline.
But by then, it'll be too late to save an Earth that bears any resemblance to a world we actually want to live in. I love this planet, so I decided to take care of the problem. Global warming, mass extinctions, food, water shortages. All these problems can be boiled down to one thing: overpopulation.
What do you see as the biggest challenges in conservation?
The growing human population.
At 1.7 billion, we can be as decadent, self-indulgent, and shitty as we want. At 10 billion, we have to live strategically. We have to live modestly. We have to live selflessly. And as you know, we're not that good at it. If we don't do something now, right now, in a decade, our world will experience extraordinary privations. The war of all against all.
Water. We'll go to war over water, and the people who will die first are the ones without power and money.
The negative impact of population growth on all of our planetary ecosystems is becoming appallingly evident.
You can't just decide people won't have babies because...
I can and I did. Think of me as the stern parent who tells the children they can't play with the family gun.
What about what this does to people's society?
Salvation. We can form a new society.
Home.
The grand social experiment. Do you want to know what happens next?